Let's go to the Bay of Plenty now, where the Whakatane District Council has today voted by a margin of 9 votes to 2 to force the owners of 34 homes in the seaside community of Matata, 24 kilometres up the coast from Whakatane, to abandon their homes. The Bay of Plenty Regional Council will have to sign off on the decision, but that is expected to happen. Even if you've never been to Matata, this has broader implications. First, it's an example of coastal communities becoming uninsurable and uninhabitable, echoing a report from the Ministry for the Environment about the need to protect billions of dollars of coastal property and the tens of thousands of people who live on it. But there are other issues here too around accountability. The residents of Matata were flooded following huge rainfall in 2005. Rocks, trees, mud washed through the community, destroying their homes. Locals were unsure whether they should rebuild. Some wanted to go, some offered to, but they were explicitly and repeatedly told a dam would be built to mitigate future flooding risk. It never was. But homeowner Marilyn Pearce says that promise was the only reason they rebuilt and stayed.
Yep, because they were going to mitigate it with a grill-type dam. So they told us, no, you can build, we're going to mitigate the risk.
And you did build. You spent money on that.
We did.
Yeah.
Yep, we rebuilt.
And you had been prepared to leave, but you were told the risk was going to be mitigated, and therefore you decided to stay.
And EQC, we raised up the land. We did everything they asked for. We got council approval, EQC approval, and our insurance approval that they would insure us if we rebuilt. It was yes, because the council was going to mitigate. My insurance company, EQC, had got all this from council, and everything was fine. Up until probably 2009, they started, somewhere along the line, the dam changed to a ring net rather than this grill one.
So you were told everything was fine by your insurer, by EQC and by the council. Yep. You had been prepared to leave, but were told, no, don't leave because we're going to mitigate the risk with this dam. So you stayed, you invested in that property, and now you are being forced out. Yep.
They were going to mitigate right up to 2012. We had already built by then. We were back. We'd got all our land, looking nice, landscaped, everything. We'd moved on. Then in 2012, they decided that there was no viable engineering solution without it costing money. So their next plan was to do a plan change.
How much are they offering you, Marilyn?
They offered me $600,000. They devalued us and devalued us. It cost me more to build the house. And I think they've deliberately devalued, knowing that they were going to go down this path. I think they've set us up to fail these. So
Marilyn, after all of that, so what are you saying? You're not going?
No, they'll have to take, not just me, there'll be a lot of us. I mean, their offers are ridiculous, and if they want the land that bad, they can pay for it.
And you would have gone. You would have gone. If they'd come to you after the flooding and said, hey, Marilyn, we don't think we can make this work.
They did. That was the whole thing, John. They came to 4 of us, and they were going to do a bund with a spillway that went straight through my brothers, my sisters, and my property. And we, at the time, we said, well, look, if this is going to save 50 other properties by doing this option, we'll go. So they got EQC, and Boyce and Campbell with the valuers come in and valued up our land, our properties, and the values of the property actually was higher than what the dam was going to cost. So they said, no, we'll do the dam.
And now they haven't done the dam.
No, they've done nothing.
And you are being driven out.
Yep. This is not voluntary. This is a forced. It's not even a public acquisition because we're not red zoned. We've never been red zoned.
And so what will you do?
This is a high...
What are you going to do, Marilyn?
Well, I'm not going. They will have to come in and physically remove me if this goes down where they want it to go.
What would make you go? Is it just that the offer's too low?
If that's the only option that is left to me to go, then I want a fair value. I mean, this is bloody prime coastal land here. This has been in my family since the 50s. This is not just about an ocean view, although it's nice.
Are you at home now? Am I talking to you at home?
I am. Yeah, you are. I am at home.
Are you by a window with a view?
I am.
Can you describe what you can see out it?
I look straight out to White Island, the Raurimu's whale. I can look down to Plate Island, to Tauranga. I'm about 90 metres from my door to the beach. I can look down towards Thornton, the Heads in Whakatane, down the coast. And then if I turn myself around, I'm looking up at the catchment of bushland.
That's where the dam was going to be, right? Up there?
Yeah, it was.
And you ain't going anywhere, Marilyn?
Nope. Too old in the tooth for that. Where would I go?
Matata homeowner Marilyn Pearce.